you doing tonight? I changed part of this. The thumbnail says cook with me, but I'm going to change it to cooking with Mama because spoiled Mama. I'm spoiled. I can do what I want. We had a couple of people in early. We had Nick P in at 4:34 p.m. So hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. And then Kenny's shared us out. That was about 15 minutes ago, and he's going to be listening while watching in the background, eating leftover pork loin stew for dinner. Sounds tasty. I have a couple of friends in the basement. I'm going to bring them up, and then I'm going to get started on my cooking. We got Sharon from Cruising Scene. And
hello.
I just noticed something. I go back here for a minute. I'm going to show everybody's names there. And then we got V working with peaches. Hello, Michael, all you beautiful peaches. And she's working with peaches and cream.
Hi, B.
So I'm making a cabbage roll skillet. And this one I found is actually keto friendly. Good for me. And I put the recipe in the description already. It makes about 8 servings, and it's 7.5 grams of carbs. So I'm going to start with some ground beef. Put it in my skillet, get it cooking. Turn you guys over there. I'm not going to be able to get zoomed in, but you can see what I'm doing, and then I can look over here and chat. I guess I should turn this way. Medium heat. Come on, girl. Here's my little chopper thing.
That Pampered Chef?
Pardon? Yes, it is Pampered Chef.
I love that. I have one too. I love it. I love it.
I don't have one, but I've been wanting one.
Well, we picked the one up when we were in Michigan at Walmart. I forget what brand it was, but it was, I think, 4 things sticking out, and it was a little bit bigger. She grabbed a couple of them. This helps break it up a bit. Let's start by browning your ground beef. I think this is medium, if I'm not mistaken. Brown your ground beef with onions and peppers. Well, it said yellow onion, and I started chopping that onion and realized it was a really light red onion, so that's what we're going with. Tossing that in there. And then it said bell pepper. Well, I have some peppers that are all chopped up from the summertime from the mobile market, so with some orange and some yellow in there. So we're gonna put that in there, and we'll mix it up and just cook it down.
It looks yummy.
It does.
Smells good already. I think I'll throw a little pinch of salt and pepper in there while it's cooking too. My salt and peppers things I gave to my son for Christmas. He had a smaller salt one before, but I found these at the dollar store here. A little pinch of kosher salt, ground black pepper. Get that going. I'll turn it up a little bit. I have the salt. I got all my ingredients prepped, so I don't have to mess around. Because I was trying to realizing tomorrow starts the cruise-a-thon for Healthy Hands for Cruising. So I wanted to get my plans kind of drawn up for that. because I will be kicking it off at 6 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, V says she got one at Walmart. How is the keto diet going? Okay, so it was 1 week ago today I started. So today I did a weigh-in, and I'm down 6 pounds.
Wow, yay. Good.
Yay!
Last time I did it, I was weighing myself more often, and I decided, nope, I'm going to weigh myself once a week. Because last year I weighed myself, or not last year, in 2019, I started on the Thursday or Friday like I did this time, and I weighed myself on the Monday. And I was down 7 pounds, so I think that was a lot of water weight on that one. So this time I said, nope, I'm going to check once a week, which will be every Thursday now. So once I can check in, I can let you guys know how I'm doing. But down 6 pounds, I've been able to keep my daily carbs up to under 50, which is the goal. Sometimes I think most of them are 43 most days. I've been keeping better track what I'm eating, and day 3 was a little higher. It was 46.5 carbs, but the other day and the next day after that was 45. The other ones have been 42, 43 carbs. And yesterday I made myself some fat bombs. One is a chocolate peanut butter one, and the other one is a strawberry cream cheese one. Both very good. The chocolate peanut butter ones, I tend to only have like a quarter at a time. Usually when I'm kind of craving something sweet, so I grab one of the chocolate ones, I'll cut it up into 4 pieces. I've had 2 pieces. And that sweet craving kind of went away.
What is
Strawberry.
that selection?
The strawberry cream cheese ones are really good. I've had about 3 of them. I had one this morning because I wasn't ready to eat breakfast. And then I had a couple yesterday. I'm going to turn that up a little bit more to get the ground beef growing. But otherwise, it comes together real quickly once you get the meat done. And then you can serve it over rice for your family. I have some cauliflower rice that I found that kind of almost like the Uncle Ben's that you pop in the microwave for a minute and a half. I think this was 2 minutes. Maybe a minute and a half. My son did chicken thighs, broccoli, and rice last night, so I had about half that package last night, and I'll just do the rest tonight. And they have leftover rice too for theirs if they want it. So I see. Sorry, I missed the people already in here. Back up. Was it the tongue slap your brain? I don't know yet. But it was, yeah. What V says she got at Walmart. Danny G's coming in saying hello. And all those guys are saying hello to each other. If I weighed myself, that means I need to buy a scale. Well, we bought one back before I did keto in 2019, and my son was watching what he ate back then. I think he did intermittent fasting. Gradually bringing down the carbs. Today so far I've done 2, 4, 6. I've done about 18 and a half. Because my mistake last week is I picked up chocolate milk, and nobody else drinks chocolate milk. And 1 cup of chocolate milk has like 25 grams of carbs, which is like half my daily. So I've been drinking like a half a glass. But it's gone now, so I don't have to worry about it. I removed temptation, it's gone. It's starting to get there. Make sure all the pink is gone. And then it says to drain most of the fat. But how much fat there is. I don't know if it's a lot of fat or it's a bunch of moisture that came off of the peppers that were in the freezer. But we'll see. We're getting there. Probably a few more minutes. Now, we don't realize how many carbs we eat until it's like, he made sauce last night for the chicken, and he put honey in it. So then I'm trying to figure out how much the sauce was, because you put honey in it, you put ketchup in it, and the honey itself, 1 cup of honey is 82 grams of carbs. But I did, figured it out, and like 1 tablespoon would be about 17. But then I didn't get a lot of sauce. A lot of it was the juice from the chicken breast that was on the plate, and I just kind of poured that on my rice, so I didn't put a lot of sauce on there. But this is 7.5 per serving. The beef is 0. The cheese is pretty close to 0. I think the cabbage is pretty low, and then the peppers are pretty low. And the tomatoes are all pretty low in carbs. So I am just going to grab my.
Michael Ann, I didn't know you were doing the keto.
I decided last week, or a little over a week ago.
I decided last week when I was on my cruise and couldn't fit into any of my sundresses that I brought with me. that I could do something.
That's the thing, is like some of the stuff I wore a year and a bit ago, it was a little snug then.
Oh, I no. I'm like, I'm done with this. I've got to start doing something. Stop eating at night. I snack a lot at night.
Well, the big thing with a lot of snacks is gotta watch the sugar and the carbs.
True. And Lay's potato chips is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Potatoes have a lot of carbs. And my son went out and bought 2 bags of potato chips last week, and they were sitting downstairs, and I'm like, okay, I can have pork rinds. Not a big fan of pork rinds, but I can have pork rinds. And last time I had bought a bag of, I think it was barbecue ones, and they were hot, so I didn't eat a lot. I had 3 or 4 of them, and I was like, okay, that's enough.
Hi, Josh.
Hello, Josh.
Yeah.
So I declined my. So it calls for 1 head of cabbage chopped up. This is. That's pretty much most of the head, but I had chopped up and put it in the freezer.
Huh.
I put it all in there. But
Remind me what you're making again?
it's cabbage roll skillet. It's like a cabbage roll casserole type thing.
Really? I've never mixed cabbage with ground beef. That sounds
good. Yeah, it's good.
Sounds healthy too.
Cabbage roll, you just take the whole roll after you soften it in water and then put your meat inside and roll it up. This is a deconstructed kind.
Yeah. My cousin used to make like a cabbage roll casserole. That looks like I could have put the whole thing of ground beef in. With that amount.
Busby, you're too funny.
I think. The ratio there, I think I had a 2-pound thing of ground beef, so I think I'm gonna cook up the other and toss it in there. I don't know, if you put a whole head cabbage head in there, there's going to be a lot more cabbage than beef.
Busby said, what? You chopped off the head?
Yeah, I chopped up the head.
I did a video on a cruise where Gary was called on stage and they chopped off his head. And it's named Chopped Off the Head or something. I forgot what I named it. What? They chopped off his head? The comedians, one of the comedians. Chopped up. Oh, chopped up. Not really any better, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut up this or cook up this other pound. I'd rather
Are you
have one.
cooking another pound of ground beef?
Well, I had a 2-pound thing of it, and I was once I threw that cabbage in there, it looked like an awful lot of cabbage and not so much beef. I'd rather have a little bit more meat to it, so. And then we throw in a can of tomatoes.
There you go.
My son's got the munchies already.
No, the girlfriend is home.
Your girlfriend's hangry or hungry?
Both.
A little bit of both.
Have you made this before?
I've kind of made a version of it. I did a cabbage roll casserole, but instead of doing canned tomatoes, I think I had like pasta sauce or something in it.
So, is your son liking the keto diet recipes that you're making?
So what have I made so far? Actually, there's been a lot of, I've been cooking for myself a few nights. I did make something one night. What was it? Look at my records. what night that?
Did your wife order you one of those puppy beds that all these grocery stores are selling?
I don't remember what it is. I guess most nights I've been making for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the one night he did breakfast for dinner. So I had bacon and eggs that night, even though I had had bacon and eggs that morning. Last night he cooked as well. But
It's hard to potty train, but sometimes it's not the dog, it's the person that sits down. I'll be 5 more minutes and take the dog out, and you're still on the computer. I'll be 5 more, you're still on the computer. You've got to, when we were training ours, we had to do it at not at a certain time, but we had to do them same space, same spot. And mine followed her older her mom and her aunt when we got candy, and she copied them. So that worked out.
I don't have any. Well, I don't have frozen berries left.
That worked. I know they can be stubborn dogs.
Oh, weenie dog, just like Roxanne's then.
What?
A wiener dog?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's cute.
He's a rare wiener dog. He's solid black, no other markings on him.
He's Oscar Mayer wiener dog.
Busby's is solid black?
Yep.
Yeah. Solid black ones are rare.
Josh is filing taxes and listening in. Gonna do that soon. I'm just gonna make sure.
Oh, we hadn't done that. Yeah.
Well, our government says everybody has till the end of February to get our receipts and that out to us. I got the 2 most important receipts so far. I don't think I have any more coming, so I'll be doing mine probably around the end of the month. It's where I take them. I take them to a place that doesn't cost me anything. I'm too lazy to do them anymore. I did them for a while, and then they got complicated when my ex and I split up. So we used to get other places to do it, and then I got a place now that does them for free. My other ground beef's almost done there.
So Josh is in the cruisathon too. He's going to be surprised. What is he doing?
For every $50 donated, Josh will be taking like a little bit of a polar plunge. And if they raise 1,000, Chastity will be going to.
Yeah, but every $50 he raised, he's in the polar plunge. But they're adding another scoop of ice every time.
What is where is the polar plunge?
He's doing it in his backyard.
Over his head or
No,
in a pool?
I don't know if he's got a pool or he's got something he's getting in with ice cold water filled with ice.
Gosh, there's a bunch of juices.
Well, that could be dangerous at this point in time, Josh.
Well, he said there will be shrinkage.
Yeah, but he just
had a procedure.
He just had a procedure.
He just had a procedure, so coldness will probably help.
I told him Gary decided to go running after his procedure. The day after, he felt so good, and that was a big mistake.
Well, this girl here did the procedure. Not on somebody else, but I had my tubes tied on 9/11.
On when?
9/11. You know, people say they know where they were on, big event things. Yeah. 9/11. One plane hit the tower, the other plane hit the tower, and the towers dropped, and then I went to surgery. And that was kind of a scary feeling, not knowing, what's going to happen while I'm in surgery. Will the world still be here?
Hi, Nomadic Rat Pack.
Hi, Troy. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Long time no see. Okay, so I got the other pound ground up. Toss it in there.
And Sean, exactly right. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Well, not that, but
There we go. That looks a little bit better. Better ratio to meat to cabbage. Doing a cabbage roll skillet. I'll put some more pepper in there. The one recipe I looked at said seasonings. The other recipe had a list of seasonings, so I'm kind of doing my own. I'm doing salt and pepper. We'll do a little paprika.
Wasn't there a commercial on years ago where they were drinking a tea commercial where they went backwards and fell into tea?
Oh, the Nestea iced tea commercials?
Yeah.
To the Nestea iced tea plunge?
Yeah, that's it.
And then they go, oops, can't see me. They go, do STIT and then they fall backwards into water.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna do a little bit. One of them called for some guy's Creole seasoning. Well, I don't know what happened to my Creole seasoning that I had mixed up. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of chipotle seasoning in instead.
If you like spice, throw in the spice.
Yep. You can add whatever spice you want to in there. I put a little bit, some different ones in there.
I think I would do garlic and ginger and salt and pepper. That's what I
Garlic
use
is
a lot
good.
of. I cook with a lot of ginger and garlic powder. I don't use the fresh.
So that's what it's looking like. I get it mixed up with the spices in there. Should take a little taste. Definitely more salt. And pepper.
I'm not even going to say that out loud. I'll let Michael Ann read that.
A little way behind. Let's see, the freezing is what we call that. I'm sorry. Sorry, I couldn't stay, Troy, but good to see you.
Yeah. Now that's the Troy that's coming on the cruise?
No.
Oh. What's the name of their channel that's coming on the cruise?
Camp maintenance guy.
That's right. I knew that.
He's the maintenance guy at Lake of Dreams Campground where we go for M23.
Yeah.
24 this year.
I need to get on his channel more. I mean, we've chatted online, but I didn't know which channel.
Okay, so get that all mixed up. I put some more spices in there, and then you take. I can get the finger open. There's 2 cups of cheese. You put that over top. I don't know if I quite got 2 cups, but I grated up most of our cheese. Stick the lid over top. Let it cook till it melts the cheese.
Man, good.
So it's not too hard.
That's a great keto meal.
And like I said, rice has carbs and that in it, so there's leftover rice from last night for them. And then I have my cauliflower rice that I can throw back in the.
I've not tried cauliflower rice, but if it's just like cauliflower, I guess you could take a head of cauliflower and chop it up as fine as you want in it and use it.
Yep. Warm that up. I'm just gonna reach over here and put my salt and pepper away. So I have a little lazy Susan there. It has the oils and salts and peppers. And reach on the other side, put my spices away. They can heat up the rice if they want it. Got the frozen peas on the boys as we speak. Yeah.
Hi, Tommy.
Well, it's a good way to mold to the area.
Peas on the
Hey,
board.
Tommy. A bag of frozen peas is the ice pack. And it looks awesome. Chelsea made me cabbage, pinto beans, and sausage with meatballs situated where they look like That's mean. Almost melted enough.
Wow.
Now, when you freeze the cabbage, it doesn't take as long to cook it either because it's already gotten soft from the moisture in the freezer.
Yep. There's a bunch of moisture in the bottom of the. I drained some of it out.
So,
Yeah.
Josh, if you're still listening, I have to tell another story about when Gary had his done. I went to the hospital, but he had an intern doing it, and the doctor was right there by the intern that was doing it. And then all of a sudden, the doctor goes, "Now, don't fillet it." And Gary's like, I don't know if I'd have an intern do that kind of surgery, but yeah, the doctor's saying, "Don't fillet it."
See, my most uncomfortable experiences went to my gyno for a lady check, and she had an intern do the internal. And I'm like, yeah, I was comfortable with her, not so much comfortable with him.
Right.
Nobody asked me if I was okay with that. Interesting.
Yeah. No, I never had any of that done. Gary went and yeah, so.
Yeah, well, at that point, my ex had already left because he fooled around and got somebody else knocked up.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah, we're in the wrong chat. Kenny, are you in the wrong chat?
because in his concern, nobody was touching his man parts. I was like, well, I'm done having kids and I don't want to have to worry about it, so I'm taking care of.
I'm telling you what, and call me crazy, I'd still be having babies if I could. I just love babies. Yeah, I would still, yeah. I mean, shoot, my baby was 8 when I got pregnant with my last one, and by then I was like 36, so.
I raised 2 kids as a single mom from the time they were 3 and 7. So
My oldest and youngest are 10 years apart.
there you go. I'm going to scoop out some for myself and I will move the computer over.
I've got kids Josh's age. That's how old I feel.
Well, my baby who lives with me will be 26 in a little over a month. My oldest will be 30 this year, and my adopted son is 28 today.
Wow. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
those of you on my Facebook page, the profile picture.
Oh, I just read correctly what Sean wrote. I didn't understand it at first. I'm like, what?
So there we go. They can heat up rice if they want to. I'm going to turn my camera off for a minute, and hopefully I don't kick myself out while I move.
Oh, that's cool, Sean. That's cool.
Yeah, I would have had more children if God gave them to me.
It's me moving my camera around.
Discord man is in the house. Show some love and support with both YouTube channels. What other YouTube channel?
Ward
He
Man
has his-
and aka Hopes, and is the Bible one. Sorry, I can't eat.
Oh. Okay. Well, tomorrow and the next day are going to be busy days. Well, after 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
And your first one up, Michael Ann.
I know. So I was sitting today, kind of planning out what I want to do, what I want to say, what order I'm gonna do things.
Well, like I say, I'd like to get that backpack and auction it off, and we'll see for Helping Hands for Cruising. We can auction that off.
I'll be around to go on anybody's
Looks
green
yummy.
bean
Is
we
that-
did this weekend.
I'm sorry, Roxanne. Is that green beans in there too?
Nope, just cabbage.
Oh,
But green beans are keto friendly. I had
Right.
those the other day at 3 grams for like a cup. No, I'm just letting it cool here while I chat and I try to catch it back up here. She's been pregnant for 75 months.
Yeah, Sean, if y'all need me to come up when it's your turn, let me know.
Congratulations on your new niece. Big bro's 31 now, little bro's 21, and you're in the middle. Isn't your birthday near the end of March, Danny? I think. Yeah, Kenny came in with his other channel at the beginning, I believe.
yeah, he did.
Daily Dose of the Bible. Yep, he did.
Yes.
Okay, catch up. Here we go.
Yep. Michael Ann starts and Kenny ends Saturday night.
Yeah. You know, Kenny, I'll be up on yours.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be there too.
We'll try and be there for you, Mike Lynn. I'll send you the link, Sean, if you can make it or pop in. That's great. If you can't, I understand. Not sure
Now
where
we're
I'm
going to have
going.
our grandchildren, so I may be in and out. Both of them Wait, no, not Friday night. We'll have them Saturday night. Never mind. Saturday night. Been busy with them this week. It's been a busy week with grandchildren.
But it's been a fun week.
A busy week. It's been fun, yeah. But yeah.
Is Sky feeling better?
No, she had that cough again today. So she stayed home today, and then John's off tomorrow. So she still has that cough tomorrow. But no fever, just cough today. So that wasn't too bad. Yeah, that's yeah. It's like we did go outside and we played and this and that, but it's hard to keep her from running, you know?
Yep.
At 5 years old, it's, hard. And then, of course, I picked up the other one from school, and he wanted to stay. It's nice to be loved by your grandchildren. I don't want to go home.
Well, Kenny, you'll be wrapping it up. There'll be enough people that can come up and chat, or you can chat about, what's happened. I'm sure if Sean is available, he'll be popping in to help wrap it up. And that's the date I thought your birthday was, Danny. End of March.
Yep, and how good we're going to do at the end or at the beginning, all through it. Yes. Yeah, there'll be a bunch of people there wanting to be there at the end, I would think.
So. Yeah, I'll send out links at the beginning for people that I want to have up, and then if they can't make it, then I'll send a couple other links out. because I got a bunch of things I want to do. So I don't want to be, I want to get through some parts and then we can chat, and then get through a couple other parts and then we can chat the rest of the time or do whatever.
Yeah.
Because I'm covering, I'm doing an embarkation to the cruise-a-thon. Not covering what happens on embarkation, but that might happen in chat too, because you never know. Somebody might not have been on a cruise and don't know what embarkation means.
Well, I have a couple suggestions, and suggestions that we should have known about. Very silly of us before we got on our last cruise, but Gary had a pocket knife in his pocket, which obviously you can't get through with a pocket knife. And I was not about to go back, get the shuttle, go back to our car, and then go back. So we just said keep it. And then the sniffing dog caught him. Now, he did get through on the Down Under Cruisers cruise, the first helping hands for cruising cruise with Kenny, because I remember people trying his beef jerky. But anyway, the sniffing dog caught him with his beef jerky. So obviously it has to be sealed from the store. You can't bring your own homemade products on the ship. And Gary was in, they take you all in this room for if the dog sniffs something on you or whatever, and that room was packed. And they said, nope, we're going to have to take the beef jerky. Well, he's like, can I just give it to the people? This is homemade. Can I just give it to the people around here in the room? No, let them do it. So that was the next stop. Then we had problems with the scooter we borrowed, and it was like, but you can't, those two things, pocket knife and jerky, you can't bring homemade. You can bring store-bought sealed, but not homemade. We should have known, but
a lot of men carry pocket knives all the time. They don't think.
He didn't think. Yeah, he didn't think. So
you gotta stop before you go to the port and go, okay, is there anything in my pockets that I should put? Do you do check luggage or just carry on?
We give them our luggage.
Because
he had it on him, both things.
Yeah, but if you thought about ahead of time and you do that pocket check going, oh, yeah, I better not have that with me. You shove that in here. I don't know if you can get on with the beef jerky in your check luggage.
I'm thinking, Sean, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm thinking, Sean, maybe it was in the hotel where everybody tried it, the meetup, not on the cruise. Maybe it was at the meetup.
And you can't give it to the employees, because I was watching a couple different channels this week saying that there was a lady upset because she had made homemade cookies to give to the employees. And it's like, nope. I guess something was stressed by John Heald, and in the past, people made homemade baked goods and put things in there that could make the employees not feel so good.
Yeah, tried it at the hotel, not on the ship. And yeah, somebody else suggested that, Sean. What if Gary vacuum sealed the beef jerky and printed a label and put it on it? I know.
Well, you go to a lot of these craft shows and you get people making their homemade jellies and stuff. So it's not store-bought, but it's sealed and got their label on it. So if you do your own label or a fake store-bought label name, are they going to know the difference from one country to the next,
And I will say, I won't specify, but in that backpack, she searched the whole backpack, and there was one other thing.
Yeah, right.
That we brought that they never saw.
Yeah, Sean, I got my hair cut, and I did color it.
Oh, I just noticed that. That's your oldest son. He came to visit?
Oh, this is my youngest.
Oh my God, they look alike.
This is my baby.
Hi, baby.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
It's good. I think I added more spice. That will give a little bit of a warmth to it. You wouldn't know he's going to be 26.
What do you mean?
Because you don't act like it sometimes.
What are you talking about?
I thought he was going to give you the bunny ears, you know.
Don't give him any ideas, Roxanne.
Oh,
What is happening? Well, Larry, I made a cabbage roll skillet that is keto friendly.
Looked wonderful too.
It's tasty. And then, because I started on keto a week ago today, and I'm happy to say, down 6 pounds already.
That's awesome. That's
Well, I want to
awesome.
be able to fit in some stuff for the cruise, so. I kind of cheated yesterday, and I was like, I wonder if anything's different in measurements, because I had done my neck, chest, waist, and hips.
It was being attacked.
By your own cup. I didn't know where to put it.
That was betrayal.
At least it wasn't breakable. But I did the measurements yesterday, and nothing had changed measurement-wise, but I wrote it in my book, keeping track. I won't do measurements until a month. On Ozempic? Yeah, I've heard of a lot of people doing Ozempic and a couple other different ones. Good for you.
Who didn't say hello to you, Sean? Are you feeling left out? Is Larry in trouble?
I'm pretty sure I said hello.
I said hello. It's not hello.
No, it's Larry's in trouble. Oh, maybe it's not Larry. Sean, who are you talking about? Oh, Michael Ann's son.
Oh. You didn't say hi to Sean.
I don't give a damn.
Rude. He's not a people person, which is funny when he works in retail.
Now, come on. If he's going to get and mess with you in front of the camera, he can say hello.
You're in my kitchen.
What?
Watch it, I'll pinch your peaches.
Huh? I'll fart on you. Don't you start. You don't want to start this war.
Yeah, I won't start that war because I don't want you to strain and do something else in your pants.
In my pants. If I strain, you best believe they're coming down.
Not while I'm live, please.
Oh, you're blocking the camera though. So
We can't hear him. Hey, I've had 4 boys. I understand.
Mm-hmm. It makes my head, tongue, slap my brain, and a lot of other things, Kenny. Make your tongue slap your mom and make your tongue slap your son.
Sounds like a good dinner.
It's pretty good.
Smell-o-vision. Smells good.
This recipe, so I might change things. Chop up the cabbage a little finer. I have 2 brothers, so I know you're the only girl. That's right, Danny. I had nieces. I know what girls are like too, so I'm happy with it.
Well, I'm learning the difference with my granddaughter, first one in the family. 4 boys, 2 grandsons, and then finally the little girl who's going to be spoiled by me. Grandsons are spoiled too, though.
One sister-in-law had 3 girls and a boy, and the other one had 2 boys and a girl. And I had just boys. And I'm okay with that. When I was pregnant with him, I had an amnio, so I knew he was going to be a boy. And my my sister-in-law had given me boxes and boxes of girls' clothes, so it was nice to go, here, you can have these back. I won't need them.
Mm-hmm.
My client, I got a screenshot of that hug so we can't deny it later. Thanks, Busby. I have evidence that he does like me. This is good, but I put too much on my plate. Might have to reheat that later.
So what are you going to do on the cruise-a-thon? Or is it a surprise?
I'm going to chat about some things, show a couple videos. I'm just going to chat with you about the thing we chatted about, whether you want to do it then or on another channel. Or
I'm going to share a video tomorrow, also one that Gary and I had made, but it's just on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
So
Not for you. It's got spices in it that will make your tummy upset.
But I have got to go. Got grief share class. But I'll catch with y'all later. If y'all are still here, I'll come back in the chat later.
what class you have?
Grief share.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if anybody's needing anything for grieving, it's griefshare.org. They're running a lot of churches have it, and they also have Zoom. And the one I'm going to has Zoom meeting. So I don't have to get out of the house.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but if y'all are still talking later, I'll come back, or we'll talk later, because
Okay.
I may have to get some things out of my system.
Okay, take care, Roxanne.
All right.
Thanks for coming in.
Y'all have a great night, everybody. I'll be around tomorrow if anybody needs me. No car to go anywhere.
I'm sorry.
At least that's getting straightened out. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting straightened out. See y'all later.
Bye.
Roxanne, you still eating, Kenny? How much stew do you got?
Y'all are making me hungry. I haven't even eaten yet.
I got about a third, maybe a third to half way through that plate. I put too much on my plate, so I'll just reheat that later if I get hungry. If not, I'll reheat it tomorrow.
Yes, we do need smell-o-vision. For sure.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I can think of things I might change, but that's pretty darn good.
Yeah. Well, Gary's going to be, he'll be home all weekend too. So, now that he's off Friday, Saturday, Sundays.
Don't even talk about poutine, Nick. It's not keto. I got the cheese and the gravy, maybe, but as long as there's no flour in it. I'll just have the squeaky cheese.
Oh, yeah, you can talk to Darian because he's done well on his keto.
He was doing carnivore, I think.
Oh, he wasn't doing keto? I thought
He was doing carnivore, but he's had to add some veggies because you don't have enough. Well, some people, I guess, you don't have enough fiber. You're not getting enough fiber through eating meat, the kind of fiber you need to keep things moving.
Oh, it was the carnivore. Huh, I didn't know that.
So that happened to me the first time I did keto. I was pretty strict at the beginning, and I wasn't eating a lot of vegetables. I was a bit more closer to carnivore than I was keto at first, and then I was like, nope, I need to eat veggies. And then once I added some veggies, and I did I realized, I can have berries on keto. But I'm not a big fan of blueberries, and raspberries don't last very long. So I have I had a thing of fresh strawberries, and I have a thing of frozen strawberries, and my fresh ones ran out. So sometimes I throw a plain Greek yogurt and some almond milk and a handful of berries together to do like a smoothie. Excited, Larry, for the Canadian to get to Vancouver. By the time I get there, it will be 6 years since I've been to that city. That was the only time I've ever been in Canada so far. I had last time I was in Vancouver was 2011. I had some poutine. Carnivore can really mess with the kidneys if you're not careful. Yep. So whatever works for people, as long as you're watching your health. Don't do it to do a quick weight loss. I'm still getting all the food groups, but just in different proportions, and some things I can have, some things I can't have. Sad that I can't have carrots or potatoes or other root vegetables because there's too much starch and carbs in them.
Years ago, I did the Atkins diet, which was almost like keto, mostly meat.
What's the countdown for what, Larry? For Nick? For me? Or
for the cruisathon?
For the cruisathon? 1 day. For Nick, I know he's somewhere, but I know he's under 100 days.
Next trip, huh?
We cut out eating a lot of crappy foods and delivered to a gas station every day with UPS, and I've cut out everything from there. There's nothing really healthy in the gas station. Cruise, me? Okay.
I was just on that site today. 250 some odd days, I think.
255, 16 hours, 50 minutes. Oops, there we go.
Yep, Gary was just asking about that.
92 days from today, Larry changed a little bit, going to fly to LaGuardia, New York, spending the night in the city there that never sleeps, going to get a pastrami sandwich at Cat's Deli. If you get a chance, and if you happen to have a window seat, get pictures from the window. I didn't get to get pictures because it was overcast right down almost to the ground. And I was so bummed. Coming back from Miami, we had a 2-hour layover at LaGuardia. Spend the whole night from when I land at midnight until 7 a.m. that morning. I boarded the Amtrak Maple Leaf for a 13-hour ride from New York City to Toronto.
Wow.
Cool. 215 days.
Larry, where's your cruise? What ship?
No, I've seen it, but I can't remember. Was that the one for Ananda's birthday?
Oh, maybe. You should come on ours, Larry.
I think he's got another one that's close to ours, too.
Oh, Gary would like to see you again.
I would, too.
Yeah. Well, me too. But we even though it was 8 days, it was like we still didn't have enough time with everybody.
It is... didn't get a time to, there's still people I didn't get a lot of chance to. I sat down one night at dinner, and I think like John and Nancy or something were at the table close to us, and I was like, I never had a chance to really talk to them. I never got a really chance to talk to Cheryl and Ned, or
we had a lot of time with Cheryl and Ned. They're great folks. They don't get on this a lot. They're great folks.
Or Glenn and Sarah.
Glenn and Sarah are funny too, but John and Nancy, we didn't have a lot of. They were busy. I mean, they were go.
Oops. Okay. train is interesting when it comes across the border, whatever country it's heading into. It stops at the Niagara station in Ontario or New York, respectively.
Oh, September 8th.
You clear Canadian customs inside the. Yeah, I can imagine when you cross customs.
Okay, it is her cruise.
I'm gonna attach my GoPro to the window and have it record while I sleep. Carol Magic, Miami, going to Amber Cove, San Juan, and Grand Turk. Yes, Nana's birthday first cruise.
You will love the Magic. We were with some friends on the Magic, and we just loved it. We loved it.
I hope to get the dent buffed out by then.
Huh?
I said I hope to get the dent buffed out by then.
Oh, is that the ship that hit the? Who was on that ship? I just watched a video. Somebody was on that. Oh, Cookie. No,
Cookie was there. I don't know if it was a day or whatever. He was there for the Spooktacular show or whatever they were doing.
Yeah. So he was okay. It was Cookie. I think he shared it on Facebook or something.
But there was a couple other channels that covered it, and I know a couple of the bigger channels have done. Was the winds and the waves are bad, and something happened on the dock, and smacked the dock, and the dent the size of the ship, and then they couldn't board the passengers. So it pulled away from the dock, and the passengers went to another dock after another ship that was there pulled out, and it pulled in, and they were able to get it off the lawn. But I was like, that's scary. Okay, Kenny, see you later. Thanks for coming in.
Take care, Kenny. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm sure around.
Yeah, I forgot when I was having issues with my phone. I deleted Shipmates, but I got back on there again.
I've just had a hard time finding people on Shipmate, so.
But right now, my cruises are for Lyminute and maybe, I don't know yet, the
Rock and Roll cruise.
Rock and Roll.
Come hell or high water, excuse me, but I want to do that cruise.
I do. I wasn't real gung-ho at first, but then part of me was like, well, I would love to at least get down to Florida to see Shauna and Alana. But then the more I'm thinking about it, it's like, okay, we'll see. Gotta either make a decision or.
What? How many days is that cruise?
I think they said 6, but it's
Oh,
it's gotta be longer than that because it's the 29th of November to the 6th of December.
yep. If anybody wants to to go, it's the Helping Hands for Cruising Rock and Roll cruise.
And any funds raised there will be benefiting Helping Hands for Cruising.
Right. The Who and Leonard Skinner? No. Who are the tribute bands? I don't remember.
There's 2 that are going to be on the ship performing, and one's going to be in Stirrup Key. Key. I don't know. Which is.
Oh, that would be awesome, Larry.
That would be great.
Save your nickels, dimes, quarters, pennies. That's what I'm doing. Pink Floyd. I knew it was yeah. Okay. Never mind. I said L. Yeah, it was Pink Floyd.
Well, it was like 4 of them before, then things changed with things getting changed around, and it's like I couldn't remember after that who it was.
Yeah. Text Bruce from Ocean to Ocean if you want to go on that cruise. That one's going to be great. Or our cruise.
$50 refundable deposit by March 24th to hold your spot on the Rock and Roll one there. But coming up before that, I'll find my thing there. I gotta fix the music first. Nope, yeah, that's it. And then
that. That's good.
I did.
Oh, you did a good job.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm playing around with the editing software thing I use, and realize, I'm looking going some of my other videos going, oh, you got these borders here. Well, what can I do? Oh, I can put I can put a video here of just waves or something. I can put the picture here and it overlays it. It's like, so things are getting a little bit better as I go. That would be great if you can go to the rock and roll one there, Larry. Going to Chicago this summer. Oh, you want to go to Chicago this summer? Pink Floyd tribute. I wasn't a big Floyd fan, but hey, rock and roll's rock and roll.
Weird Al.
Hello, James. Welcome in.
Hi, James.
Hey, James, I see you booked a site for M24. Looking forward to meeting you.
Oh, that's cool.
I've seen that on the M24 website. Let's see if I can put my leftovers in a container without spilling it all over the table. I probably didn't grab a big enough container. My son ordered deli containers from Amazon. You can put leftovers in, or when you prep stuff, you put it in. Maybe. You can get most of it in. Most of it in, I'll just have to eat the last bite or two. That was weird. Well, not weird. Put the food on my plate and I can only eat half of it. But we got a container full. It's a 2-cup.
You have some left over in the pan too, don't you? Or no?
Yeah, my son came and got his, I believe.
Ah, see.
His girlfriend was hungry after she got home from work, so I don't know if she took anything down for her or not. No idea. Neither one of them eat when they go to work, but she works at a coffee shop, so there's no excuse for not eating if you have a break.
So James is in Georgia too? Is he near Meg or near Roxanne?
Michael, what's my shipmate? I have to look it up, Smith. He's I think we're moving around. He was in Texas. I know that, but in Georgia. Oh, you'll be at Helen, Georgia.
Oh, maybe that's what she's saying. Say hello to everyone in Georgia. Oh, for the Helen meetup. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I know going to that, and that I would like to meet. There's still people I want to meet in person, like Josh and Chastity.
Oh, there's a ton of people. There's over 100. Yeah.
I'm trying to find it here, Larry. I'm gonna find where my
Yeah, there's a lot of people going to Helen. Oh. But just getting off the ship and then getting on another one in October, I don't know. And with Gary's job, it was just a lot going on. Next month. It's next month. Enjoy it, James. Have a good time.
There you go, Larry. That's my shipmate. I'll just put that underneath. Oops, shipmate.
Oh, I'll have to look you up too, because I do have a shipmate, but I don't get on there a whole lot.
I don't either, but like I said, I deleted a bunch of things because I had my phone storage, and then I have 9 shipmates.
I don't think I have that many because I haven't been doing it.
Amy, Carnival Cruise Addicts, Boardman, Crystal, Meg, Moonlight Adventures. I got Plum Travelers, Really Creative Travel, and the Down Under Cruisers.
Busby, not enough hours and not enough money.
Your cruises: Carnival Breeze, Carnival Horizon. You have 135. Holy. So, once your birthday, seeing Dad's cousin again, and something else. I can't. It's happening. I just can't say it about my gland. Oh, right. Here we go. I know. I'm gonna keep it a secret.
Yeah, now that Gary retired, our finances have changed a lot. Well, he's partially retired anyway.
Maybe.
I plan on it. I'm going to plan on it, even though Gary says, don't say anything yet. I'm like, no, we're going.
I'm just gonna see how things work out, because I could probably get the 50 down, but to figure out payments between then and October.
Well, next year.
Yeah, but you say look at a payment plan or whatever, it's like between March and October, I have to put money towards the breeze. So I have to see what that is.
Enjoy your ribs, James. Sounds good. Everybody's talking food. I got to make some chicken.
Smoked ribs, great week. Said ribs would be fine. It's the sauces that would.
Oh, good, Danny. I'm ahead of you. Sorry, Michael Ann.
Just a skip.
I want to send mine to Sean too, but I think I'm just gonna put it on YouTube because it's about 3 or 4 minutes long, I think. It's too long. Do you know how you can send a video through, if it's through Messenger? I think I did one with Larry one time way back when, but I don't remember how I did it.
I get caught up in things. As I go to send something, and it's, that's too big to send in this. You have to go to a Google Drive or whatever. I'm like, I don't know. As long as they get it, I guess I don't care.
Well, you know me, how I've been with all those drives, especially within the last couple of days.
Canadians can work at Disney in Florida. I don't want to work, but I need to. Soon. I just want. I don't want to. I wouldn't win the lottery enough that I could go do some snowbirding down there. And while I'm snowbirding, I can just go off and do a little cruise here and a little cruise there.
Need to
Google Drive and share a link.
Okay, share a link.
I think that's happened when I've gone to email a video has been too long or something. Yep.
Well, yeah.
I know everybody in here knows about Helping Hands for Cruising. Cruise-a-thon starting tomorrow at 6 p.m. right here on my station, my channel. There is, I think I counted 22 different channels participating. Of course, we got a lot of wonderful supporters in the background, like people like Danny D or Busby or Meg or that are helpful and drop our links and stuff.
There'll be lots of surprises, lots of auctions, lots of
Draws.
stuff going on. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun tomorrow and Saturday. Ends at 11 o'clock on Saturday. But everybody knows already, right?
I was suggesting a job. We were talking about us being snowbirds for a couple months. I would love to. Sent one for TikToks, saved my camera roll, then I sent it to Sean.
Oh, I know nothing about TikTok. Nothing.
Me neither, and I'm not going there. When you're a mod for, okay, good.
I'm so glad they're a part of it this year.
Some new faces in the crowd this year.
Yep, Warm Strong and Controversial Cruising.
D&G Explorers, Carnival Cruise Addicts.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching all of it.
Embarkation Nation and Ocean to Ocean.
I'm glad we shut down for the night now. I remember when we went like 24/7 or 24 hours and it was like, do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. Hey, that would be awesome, Danny.
I'm hoping in maybe the next one that we can get. I love all the people that are participating, but we're trying to grow. So it would be nice if we could pick up a couple bigger channels, like to get it out there a little further. I know there are some talks.
We got some bigger ones this year, though, too. You know, a couple of them.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
And yeah, I know you're talking like Tony and those kind of folk. I get that.
Well, you didn't have to say what was in my head.
Sharon at sea, and yeah.
Yeah. But now that we're official, it's easier to spread it out there more. Got the 501c3, and we got all the other little paperwork done, so everything in US is official. And then, oh my, Sharon can read Michael Ann's mind. Yeah, she can. I said, you sometimes do too, Danny. Don't say just Sharon. I think Roxanne did earlier too. She said something. I was like, well, that was in my thoughts, but I was not saying that out loud. I smacked my arm on something. I got a sore spot. I keep rubbing it.
You're probably a mod for everybody, Danny. D&G, but
a lot of the cruise channels I've gone into, she pops up.
Yes, Gary does karaoke. He has a video up there on Helping Hands for Cruising, and he was gonna if we went live, but I'm not comfortable. I'm good at hopping on people's channels, and when I have free time, no grandchildren and stuff, somebody's gonna have to walk me through that again. I know 2 years ago everybody helped me out on that live, and Larry was one of them. And Sean, and there were a lot of people, but
if anybody didn't catch Sean's yesterday morning on the replay, he started out with
Gary singing. I saw that. Yeah. Yeah. I watched that live, his Helping Hands for, well, there is a link to it too in the, yeah. Yep, I got a lot of videos of him doing karaoke. It's not really karaoke. I mean, he used to be in a band.
right.
hands down has to be the Gambler. Oh my gosh. Nick, I'd love to hear it. Kenny Rogers, we've seen him, one of my favorite country artists. Oh, and I'm heart hurt with Toby Keith right now.
Oh yeah. Well, we were talking the other night about country artists we had seen.
Oh yeah, we were. Garth Brooks, you said, yeah.
Kenny Rogers is another one I had seen.
Oh, Kenny.
Fox Theater in Detroit. It was a Christmas special.
We saw him many moons ago with Dolly Parton too. Yeah. Oh, there you go, Larry. Sounds good. He didn't. Oh yeah, he did karaoke twice on the cruise we just got off of. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, there's another Toby Keith one I was trying to think of. I wasn't looking. I was thinking the other day I meant to look up. There was another one that was around the like November 11th type. Try to put my tripod away.
Red Solo Cup. Yep.
There's been a lot of red Solo cups being passed around on Facebook. I noticed there was a lady crocheted a red Solo cup.
Aww.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I will feed you in a few minutes.
Yeah, he's yeah. I guess Gary reminded me because my memory, but we did see him.
You've seen him with somebody else
Years ago, and now I'm trying to remember who we saw him with. But yeah.
You need to go, Kelly boy. Give me a second. I'll step over here and open the door for you. Scoot your booty over.
Yeah, he just recently got an award though. On the last show when he sang his most recent song.
I was into country music in my 20s. Part of it had to do with the hot guy that worked for the radio station, but the country music radio station here.
But Larry, country is all I listen to. That's all I no, I'm not a rock person, and country is all I listen to.
I'm a little bit all over the place. Like there's some metal songs that might something scary, Kelly. You jumped. Some metal songs my kids listen to, and like, I like that. And there's some my youngest. Sometimes I'll catch him listening to Frank Sinatra.
Mm-hmm.
Like our appreciation for music in this family is just all over the place. Little country, little rock and roll, little metal. My adopted one's very much into heavy metal and stuff.
I agree with you, Nick. I'm not at all big into the newer country. Like, no, I don't care for it at all. I like the older country. I agree, 100%.
There's a few newer ones. Like they're not. I don't know how big they're. Where well known they are, but one was Granger Smith. But he's now stopped touring. Apparently he's been around for 20-something years, but now he stopped touring to preach. Callie, I'm trying to think here.
You're like
Jay Allen's another new one. He's actually was on The Voice too. And Scott McCreery, I love how deep his voice goes.
oh yeah, he's good. Yeah, I agree. Larry, you're like Gary. Gary loves all genres too. Yeah, he likes everything.
I used to sing in church too. I used to be in the choir.
Not me. You don't even want to hear me sing. I can't even clap and beat.
But I prefer Disturbed's version of Sound of Silence over Simon and Garfunkel's version. If you've never listened to Disturbed's version of it, you got to listen to it once. It's really cool to listen to. Favorite band is called Red Short Redemption. Oh, let's say, who did my oldest listen to Skillet and didn't realize they were a Christian rock band. So that was kind of interesting. He had a Skillet poster on his wall at one time. Hobbies dance to metal to jazz. Yep. Like I said, my middle one, or my adopted one, was big into metal, and they had him and 3 other friends had a metal band, and I've listened to a couple of the songs. One is kind of cool, but I can't stand the screamo, kind of stuff, like screaming into the mic and that. And I was surprised that guy, because his voice is way down here, but his screaming, but his voice is down here. And actually, the guy that was in the band that did the vocals was actually my optometrist's son.
Wow.
It's an Asian version. Disturbed is awesome. Disturbed is awesome, yeah. Nope.
Gary doesn't much care for rap either.
Rap, aside from Eminem, no thanks. Eminem's was the only one. Favorite movie is The Sound of Music.
One of mine is The Officer and the Gentleman. Is that what it's called? Yeah. And it's not music related, but just figured I'd say that.
See, people reading other people's thoughts. It's getting kind of creepy in here.
Well, Michael Ann, I think I'm going to go because I have to make dinner and everybody's here eating and I haven't even made dinner. I got to put some chicken in the oven.
Yeah, I was thinking I should wrap it up, and then I'm looking at, holy crap, we got 10 people in here.
I know, I saw that too. It's 11 on my phone.
It was 11 a minute ago. This dropped to 10. It's like, I'm so glad to have you all in here. Even
when we all start talking about country artists and country music.
Okay, somebody else left. Okay, is it the time to wrap it up? It's time to wrap it up.
Yeah, we all start talking about country artists and country music. Yeah, we'll have, maybe Gary will sing on your live or something, Michael Ann. We'll get his guitar out. I mean, if you have time, I don't know if you have time, but
we'll chat with you tomorrow. Sometime before 6.
Right? Yeah. Well, yeah. And make sure, well, right.
Well, thanks for coming in, everybody. Please stop by tomorrow night at 6 p.m. and help me kick off the Helping Hands for Cruising Cruise-a-thon. So we've got lots of cruises coming up that we want to be able to put recipients on. You already got to see our recipient for Amy's cruise. She was in here earlier, Roxanne. Sorry I forgot to mention that, but she'll be here with me tomorrow night for part of it too. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll chat and get to know her a little bit better, and we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Bye, everybody.